We are tWoTcast, episode 379.
Wait, what?
No, he does not.
No. Okay.
All right, everyone, shut the f*** up. Let's ready to record.
We like to start every show by yelling, "We are tWoTcast." Can you do that with me? On the count of 1, 2, 3, go. We are tWoTcast. Now we can start.
The Wheel of Time Reread Podcast. Explicit in R. Freaking rated. Jono's the wild card. Always talking shit. Joe's the straight man. He's a total dick. Tom is still obsessed with X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
We are
Hello, you're viewing,
Hey.
watching, listening to tWoTcast, the Wheel of Time Reread podcast, covering Robert Jordan's hint, Wheel of Time series.
What do you mean, hint?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say we may
What's
have
that
a
mean?
special guest later.
That was really weird.
With me tonight
That
is
was
Joe.
really weird. Oh, hey, Jono. What are you doing?
tWoTcast, Wheel of Time Reread podcast. We're coming
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Tom.
Study your math.
Yeah, and study your special guests. Very excited for tonight's episode. We're going to be covering the tWoTties, which is, of course, the most important award show ever since the last.
I love the tWoTties. It's a lot of fun.
It is indeed. We'll be covering the pathway of misnamed knives. I believe that's correct. Or-
Daggers.
Yeah. So, boys, it's Christmas. Almost. You excited?
Mhm.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
That's all I've got for my small talk. I just wanted to.
What? It's good.
12.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
very
bad.
excited
Not
for
bad.
excited for our special guest. I've
I
watched
am
Home
excited for a
Alone
special guest.
3 times now.
Yeah.
That's it. Only 3.
Only.
Only 3. The tWoTties is a very special time, though. And when do we want to bring out our guest? Yet? Later? Never?
No. Now? No. Later.
No, we bring the guest out in the beginning so everybody knows that he's here, and then we'll discuss. We'll go award by award, and then we'll let our special guest weigh in on who the winner should be of each award. I think once everybody sees who it is, they'll realize he's the authority on the subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Joe's just excitement is very
I'm like, I think it's I mean, sure.
yeah.
Bring him out now.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, when do you want to do that?
Just a few more minutes.
Okay.
All right, I'll wait a few more minutes.
All right, then we'll do some small talk as our guest is ready to call in anyway, because I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta call in first. I don't think
He's not so great with
He's not even on the phone yet.
Yeah.
He is having some audio issues. It's possible he might only be able to talk to me. So if you guys have questions for him, you'll have to ask me, and I'll ask him.
Okay.
Just saying, there's a chance we can't get this fixed. We'll just have to go forward that way.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, Joe, I haven't seen you in a while. It's great to see you again.
I know. Yeah. How you been?
I've
been-
better.
It's been a long time. Shouldn't have
Great.
left you.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't.
That song.
Yeah. Sorry ahead of time for my shitty voice.
Yeah,
I've been sick.
you sound better than you did last night, though.
Well, yeah, it's been a full 24 hours, so yeah.
That's how that works.
What's going to be even better?
Yeah.
Me drinking and smoking this whole show.
There you go. Tom, you sound great as always.
Always sound good.
Yeah. Your sonorous voice and your your magnificent beard. Magnanimous.
Sultry.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd go with that. You look a little chilly.
No good.
Yeah. Well,
Boys. Do you want to start the awards and then we'll get back on to the special guest?
so I'll start off with preamble. First off, so obviously our tWoTties, we're on book 8, The Path of Daggers, and Path of Daggers is one of those books that, to me, I think is fucking amazing. But it's also heartbreakingly frustrating in certain spots because, the best of things don't happen to our main character. There is no Matt Coffin. And, it's kind of a tough book, but at the same time, a lot of cool shit happens. And it's going to be a very exciting read or award season for the book. So I'm excited.
Okay.
And whoever thinks this is part of the slog is a fucking idiot.
Really
I don't
big
think
award
this
ceremony.
is the slog at all.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about it. I don't think there is one.
And that's the
Yeah.
answer. Yeah.
It's a great book.
I always think of it. I mean, if you do have one, I always think of it being
10.
No, I mean, well, yeah, but mostly just the drawn out Perrin storyline. It's really not like specifically a book. It's just it's so grueling to get through that sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I think, so that's it. We're going to be covering the tWoTties for book 8. Should we bring out our guest?
Spoilers for all the books, though, because
spoilers for a lot of things.
Yeah, spoilers for everything.
Yeah. And even some of the stuff that may or may not actually have ended up published because of, just we've got inside information with our guests sometime.
Yeah,
you
let's kick off this award show. It's the tWoTties.
I've never done this from my phone before, and every time you put up a graphic and play something, it automatically mutes it, and it's like tap it to unmute if you want to hear this, and it's really ruining the experience for me.
Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry. It automatically mutes you normally when the video plays, as long as that video has sound, but it shouldn't keep you muted. That's weird.
Yeah.
We got some comments. We got some people here. Oh, hey, look at all these people.
Who do people think they guessed it?
Here?
It does.
Amigos. Good people and Jono. Good day from Guadalajara, as always. Hey ho, what you know? Old Braziers is here.
Yeah.
You guys are nice people,
Yeah.
Joe, you do sound rough.
I mean, just bad.
Huh.
It's like that. Joe's gonna laugh at our jokes, like the pool scene in The Hangover, where Zach Galifianakis is like pretended baby's drinking beer, and Bradley Cooper's just dying. He like can't help but like laugh a little bit.
So I'm gonna mute a lot and hack up my lungs, and I'll be like this a lot.
Okay. And there's not
suck a dick.
There's not a phantom penis to the side.
No. Yeah.
Disappointing.
Just a regular penis off to the side.
No phantoms. Half a fucking mask on it. Not sure who wins there, but yeah.
Half a mask, phantom of the penis.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm ready, Tom.
You guys, Jono, introduce our special guest.
All right. Today's special guest by
satellite telephone.
He's calling in. Is that correct, Tom?
Yeah, he's calling in. Yeah.
Is the one and only Robert Jordan, author of The Wheel of Time.
Well, Joe, Jono, Tom, the tWoTcast trifecta. Finally,
tWoTcast.
Understands the real deal when it comes to the Wheel of Time. Let's dive into book 8, but brace yourselves. I'm about as subtle as Matt's luck. Now, book 8, and let me tell you, Min Farshaw is the top dog. Men can get it. And if anyone thinks otherwise, they're as misguided as a Myrddraal leading a dance troupe. And that Amazon show, it's like trying to fit a Trolloc into a Two Rivers cottage. I've been slipping my disdain for it into conversations faster than Perrin can communicate with wolves. Brandon Sanderson, a bit of a hack. Bless his soul. It's a crown of laurels. Let's not waste time on imitations.
Overseer said you can barely hear it.
Turn it up.
Now,
Turn it way up, Tom.
Don't
As
get me
loud as it
started.
gets.
If I had a gateway to the past, I'd erase that headache. More annoying than a mosquito in the blight. tWoTcasters, you're the cream of the content crop. The kings of the hill. Hit me with your questions. And let's keep it as spicy as Min's visions.
All right.
Oh wow! All right, welcome, Robert Jordan.
It's a little hard to hear Robert Jordan, but I mean, maybe it's from where he's calling from.
Yeah, you have to really just lean into it. You know what I mean? I think he's calling from A place where they don't even have phones, so this is impressive.
It's good to hear from him. He hasn't been on the show in a while.
Yeah.
Interesting to hear his disdain for the Amazon product in his name.
Surprised he's seen it.
Yeah. They've got phones and Amazon Prime. That's it.
Yeah, 'cause we weren't able to clear up this phone issue, so I'm the only one that can actually speak with him. So if you guys have questions for him, you have to tell me and I'll ask him.
Of course.
Totally normal.
John,
events. Yeah.
John, any questions for Robert Jordan?
What is how I don't know. What's men's pussy feel like? Just go start.
I want Robert Jordan.
I'm afraid you have to keep it PG-13.
Whoa, jeez, Jono. God damn. Tom, I think I want Robert Jordan to tell me if he thinks there's a slog in his books.
Oh, that's a good question.
And and if so, where that would start and end, in his mind.
Robert, do you think there's a slog in the books, or a slow point, or a bad part of your books?
Well, let me tell you, my friend. It's like asking if there's a slug in a garden. Every tale has its moments. It slow crawls, but that doesn't mean the whole garden isn't flourishing. Now, some folks might point to a moment or two and call it a slug.
I think you thought I said slug.
Totally fine.
Intricate plots, enough twists and turns to keep you on your toes. Sure, there might be a patch here or there where the weeds grow a bit thick, but that's the nature of storytelling. You trim, you nurture, and you let the story bloom in its own time. And hey, if someone thinks there's a slug in the garden, they can go tend their own plot. I'm confident in the masterpiece I've created, and I won't let a few weeds ruin the view.
That's wonderful.
Damn. Even for mishearing slug for slog, I think that was pretty accurate.
Pretty solid.
Robert Jordan's fucking on it, man.
Yeah.
He defends his territory with guile and gusto.
I think the Shido had a few slugs. The slog is not real, but the slug is real. Hey, yeah, I love that. I love that, Dana.
I think we just renamed it the slug.
Yeah, it's the slug. For sure.
Let's see. Where do we want to start this one?
Yeah, let's kick it off with an award here, Tom.
Let's do kind of a big one. Let's do most Magneto. Let's do best villain.
Ooh, most Magneto.
Fascinating.
All right.
Yeah. I think we Joe's answer confuses me because one is just about someone's attack in particular.
No, that's a Magneto moment.
It's for best villain, you idiot.
I know he's the best villain because of the attack. That was just that's what I'm telling you why.
Let's see. Well, you both or Dashiva is the only one you guys have in common, so just speak on it.
I mean, it's a weird thing because technically, is Dashiva? We never really know who is the real Magneto in this. Is it Tame? Is it Dashiva? Is it?
No, I mean, I think it's Tame gave the orders per se, but Dashiva's doing it.
And Dashiva's real Forsaken as opposed to Master.
Yeah, but he's the born again Forsaken. He might be lower than Tame at this point.
Yeah, it's good to know your opinions on Born Again. Jesus, Joe. Not in his eyes.
Born Again, Dark One follower.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's always this question though of really who is kind of pulling the strings. Regardless, when that unveil happens and you realize that so much shit that you thought has been good, with Corlin Dashiva, who is a bizarrely fascinating character. Every time he gets on a horse, it's hilarious. Every time he tangles with a sword that looks like a guy jerking it for the first time, it's hilarious. And then ends up the whole time one of the 13 most evil people in history. A couple 100,000 people under his people I've killed list. That's on the naughty list, by the way. And all of a sudden, holy shit, rethinks so much, and it just drives Rand right the fuck out of the palace, of course. Yeah, that's a pretty evil thing.
Evil. Yeah.
Who even wrote this? That's all he got. Is just yeah.
No, I'm thinking.
I mean, yeah.
I just feel like that kind of attack, that sneak attack, is like just one of the it's just perfect villain move. That's all. That's why I put Toshiba though. You could put like the Shan-Chan as a whole, sort of, I guess, as like the antagonists for the larger battle, but like that's not.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's not really like one of the Forsaken or anything coming after him.
No, that's not a villain. That's just an evil empire of villains. Just misunderstood slavers, which is fine.
I said I think it was tame because I do feel like I remember Toshiba expressing frustration at the attack. Interesting.
But if you remember later on, when
slavers,
I think Toshiba was an okay guy, just misunderstood. I agree.
I counterpoint in book 9. I think it's in book
Mad Bad Sad
in this book when he says to put the people on the trader's tree. He mentions Toshiba, and Mazrim Taim is like, "What the fuck? Okay, I'll do it," but definitely shaken. Because it wasn't. I don't think he expected Toshiba to be on that list. Yeah, and Toshiba is a fun Corlin Toshiba.
Yeah, it's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always enjoyed that character, even though I guess he was fake.
I liked them both, like after they died and came back as those characters, way more than as their actual characters. I mean, I know we only had them for like 2 seconds, but like. And they are terrifying in that moment, but I think that's like what that moment needed. And then once it was gone, I was like, then you're good. And now like Halima is such a better character, and I don't know. Osengar, Arengar, better characters.
Johnny, you put Golem ? Masima ? Or is your heart not in those? Do we want to discuss them?
Well, I think
the
ultimate villain move from Masima is the slug in the garden, right? Because he kickstarts that. The golem itself is not it's just such a weird henchman. Like it's really no one's like henchman, but at the same time it's just an evil henchman. Like just the whole time just killing shit, frightening shit, but without like too direct a target after the book of like the end of book 7. Like it's just something lurking in the corner that's just even gets its own viewpoint briefly.
Yeah.
So no, my heart's not in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Toshiba's leader in the clubhouse, especially since you both picked him. Morden, Jono? Just because for being there?
Yeah. I think Morden's pulling all these strings in such a weird way. Like he's going to see Graendal. He's going or not going to see. He's sending Sindane and Moghedian to see Graendal.
Yeah.
Like he's
so non-villainish to me.
Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't put him, because I was just like I get that he's like doing all these things, but it just doesn't seem very, I don't know, on the nose villainy kind of thing. I don't know. I know he's the big bad, but
and Joe's final nom.
He watches
dogs barking. Joe's final nomination is dogs barking.
My favorite scene is if they just replace the Morden. Morden's watching as all the kin and the Aes Sedai leave and go through Gateway through to the farm where the kin go. He's just watching through like the curtain briefly, and like all I want is John Lovitz to play him from what's it called? Like the Wedding Singer, just kind of staring in the corner.
I'm reaping all the benefits.
That actually fits really well. He's losing his marbles.
He's losing his mind.
Reaping all the benefits. Like, oh shit, Rand is losing his mind. Morden is reaping all the benefits. It's more than John Lovitz.
I mean, Jono, you just kind of turned me around on that.
You just described him as darkly handsome.
I like it now.
Like John Lovitz.
Even
John Lovitz plays fucking Morden.
Where just like where he wants to die, put a bullet in my head. I'm like, this is kind of Rand.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is The Wedding Singer a Wheel of Time movie?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's as closely related to the books as the show. Sorry. That was a dig.
No, it's an interpretation. It's a turning of the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore cinematic universe.
So
I mean,
Drew
isn't
Barrymore in?
51st Dates and Turning of the Wheel just another iteration of
Yeah.
All right. What's Robert Jordan say? Who won? Who won this?
Okay, let's find out. Hold on a
What
second.
about Millie
Do you wanna-
Skinny?
All right, let's do Millie Skin real quick. We can't spend too much time on each category, Joe.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
Robert
fine. No, we don't
Jordan-
have to talk about it. I just put Millie Skin because I love Carradine's death. That's
Good
all.
choice. She's fantastic.
Yeah, she's a great villain. That's all.
Okay.
What long distance? Like, what is it? What was the 5-digit numbers from like the 90s? Like 10, 10, 220. That's not 5 digits. Seems like that's how Robert Jordan's calling in with one of those old pin numbers that you'd call collect with.
I mean, you know, when you call in from beyond the grave, it's hard to
Wait,
do.
what?
You guys let me know when you're ready to find out the winner of this category.
No, yeah, go ahead. Let's hear Robert Jordan.
Robert, who is the best villain in Book 8 of the Wheel of Time?
Book 8. Now, when it comes to villains, it's like trying to pick the sharpest thorn in a patch of brambles. But if I had to single one out in that particular tale, it's got to be Samael.
Oh,
Samael
not even
is
a nominee.
sneaky one, weaving his plots like a spider in the shadows. He brings that real sinister vibe to the stage, like a dark symphony playing in the background. His moves make the heroes dance to his tune. And that's what makes a villain truly captivating. Now, I know opinions may differ, but if you're not feeling Samael's dark dance, well, you might be more lost than a cat in the blight. Book 8, my friend. It's a feast of characters and conflicts. Enjoy the ride.
He's long-winded.
Enjoy the ride.
Robert,
No, what everyone's like,
who's
what?
your favorite host of tWoTcast? Oh, it just said host of tWoTcast.
You mean Tuathan Kuindiller? Other folks call it tWoTcast. Now, picking a favorite host is like choosing the juiciest plum in the orchard. A tough call. But if I had to pick, I'd say Joe, Jono, and Tom are like the three tavern of content creation. Each one brings their own flavor to the mix, like a blend of tobacco and two rivers. It's the synergy, the dynamic trio that makes tWoTcast a force to be reckoned with in the Wheel of Time content world.
tWoTcast is my
Don't
new
make me
favorite
pick
thing.
just one. That's like trying to pick the best braid tug in the series. Each host has their own charm, their own way of making the Wheel of Time discussions pop. Keep it up, tWoTcasters. And may your journey through the wheel be filled with tavern luck.
That's a really good. That's a solid answer.
That's a lot more than I was expecting. Robert
Solid
Jordan,
answer.
His long.
But he's a little better. He's a little easier to hear right now, Tom. By the way, you're doing a good job.
His answers are like it's like a 14 book
He's
series.
long-winded. Big surprise. Iris Bear said 15 books and you're surprised. Not really. You know, just like for instance, that last question could have been very shortly answered.
Yeah, it could have been one word.
tWoTcasters.
tWoTcast. That's
Why don't we do the let's do the Dumbledore Award for the
Sorry, what, Dumbledore?
Yeah, Dumbledore.
I did used to jokingly call us tWoTcast. All right, Dumbledore. What do we
All
got?
right, you guys have a lot of overlay here.
Yay!
Let's do the one non overlay.
Okay.
Joe put Elias.
Yeah, he
Marital
teaches
advice.
Perrin how to be married to a Seldan.
I guess you're not wrong.
I think it's pretty valuable advice for him.
Pretty good one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was the only one that overlapped.
Yeah, then it's a three-way battle between
That's not
Sorley, Catsawan, and Swan.
Sorley, I mean, I think Sorley and Catsawan are kind of the same. Like, I didn't know if I could put them together, so I separated them. But it's really the combination of the two of them, like
I had
making a
this-
pact to like teach Rand and like kind of thing. That I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Nobody
but
doesn't like Sorley.
So
dumb.
The worst joke.
But really, I think Swan's kind of my favorite one for the.
Yeah.
I mean, just like she really does like help Egwene like a lot in those early days of being in Maryland.
Yeah.
And I don't think, and it's fun because the Aes Sedai don't even realize how like they just dismiss her because she's been stilled and is young again or whatever, so like they just don't see her as a threat, and she's just sitting there going like, do this, a queen, do this, a queen, kind of thing in her ear. And I think that kind of makes like almost the best teacher, because you're just like, it's just like a hidden like ace up your sleeve, because you have all this wisdom from this other human helping you out.
Yeah, this is the book where she becomes the Amirlan, like, for sure. Right?
Do you think Elias cocked Perrin to teach him how to please fail?
So I have a question about that. Is that really cooking, or
Soy
is
boy
that...
beta cuck like the dad in Violent Night?
Violent Night character.
Violent Night, spoilers for that. That's our movie next week.
We should spoil for everything, man. It's a great
man.
question about is that a couple, if you're a willing, like not participant per se, but if you're watching to learn?
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we've covered the nominees. You guys want to hear the winner?
Let's hear the winner.
Like Aussie, like you gotta people are typing in YouTube, it's you're gonna have some spell errors.
Awesome.
Like look at this spelling error. tWoTcasters.
Who's that?
Horrible.
tWoTcast. I mean, it makes sense.
Oh man.
Let's see what he's got to say. Robert, who's the best mentor in Book 8 of the Wheel of Time?
The mentors in the Wheel of Time.
So
Guiding
long.
the young ones like a shepherd with his flock. Now, in Book 8, mentoring is as crucial as ever. If I had to single out the best mentor, it's got to be Moiraine Sedai.
Oh, come on.
Moiraine is like a wise elder, leading her knowledge and experience into the patterns. She's not just a guide.
He
She's
keeps
a beacon in the
naming people that are dead.
showing the way when shadows loom large.
Like,
The mentorship is a steady hand
So
on
is
the
he.
tiller, navigating the turbulent seas of the story. Now, I know some might argue for others, but Moiraine, with her Aes Sedai wisdom, is the mentor that stands out in Book 8. May her guidance lead the characters through the twists and turns of the wheel.
really
This
incredible
dude
work.
knows these books.
I mean, he clearly knows something we don't about what was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what Moiraine was doing in Book 8.
Yeah.
I knew she was navigating the turbulent seas of the story.
Yeah.
That's true. Did this RJ guy ever even read the books? I mean, clearly. The Irish spirit. Hey, said I. Oh man, that just made me think of A Christmas Story when she's like, "A plus plus plus," going around the room.
Can't make fun of the creator of the book. All right, now we have to do one.
Come
of the
on,
big
guys.
ones. One of the big ones.
All right, we need a biggie.
Yeah, because you want to keep people hooked for those ratings.
Yeah.
Let's do On Your Left. Let's do for the biggest moment.
All right, On Your Left.
I'm excited to hear what Robert says at this point. I
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, aren't you? Like, what? Why wouldn't you be?
see, who do I think is dead, but really wasn't apparently.
All right, so we have two that you guys didn't put, or you didn't have in common. Jono put the Red Hot Rod. I don't think that's the biggest moment of the book. We're gonna throw that one out.
No, Red Hot Rod.
Red Hot
On
Rod
Your
comes
Left.
back. Red Hot Rod comes back.
Yeah, I used the Red Hot Rod in almost every category, Joe.
Yeah.
it's been-
Okay.
Red Hot Rod's been nominated for multiple awards.
Okay.
Joe put fail gets captured. Jono did not.
It's one of the best moments. Are you kidding?
It
Get
is
her
not.
out of here.
Is it because of the nudity?
No,
True, yeah.
it's I put it because I hate that storyline, but it's a huge piece of the books.
Yeah, it is a huge piece.
Yeah, it's a big moment. Lasts way too long.
So really, at least for you guys, I guess we'll find out what the author of the books has to say about it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it boils down to the usage of the bowl or the usage of Kalendor in battle, which is pretty.
I
awesome.
mean, they were both
That's my
pretty
vote.
awesome. The bowl's cool when they use the bowl finally.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
cool. I like it.
the untying the weaves and the explosion and all the stuff that goes around. Like that was pretty fun. Like the
Yeah.
Shan Chan fight was pretty fun.
But he
bowl-
says,
that's
But Rand using Calendar, I mean, come on.
I am the storm, and he's going fucking nuts with it.
I don't know, he's just laughing on top of his horse like a madman, holding it out, like just like that's. I can't wait to see that in the show. Oh wait, I probably won't.
You probably can't.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the
That's
things I'm
actually-
just like, fuck yes, I want to see that.
That's going to be
What do you
done
think?
by night.
What do you
Yeah.
think Kalendor is going to look like in the show? You think it's going to be like
Red Hot Rod or Red Hot Rod?
Ooh.
It's the first one.
Kalendor is going to be made of lead and like, super
Red Hot
heavy
Rod
and
could also be
yeah.
parents' lipstick too. Oh, sorry, wolf lipstick. But we all know
Red
what
Red Hot Rod could mean so many things. We're
and you
We'll save
guys
the
are
Red Hot
some
Rod.
comments.
going to save the Red Hot Rod questions for Robert Jordan until the obvious category anyway. Maybe we'll just
Wait,
maybe
why
we'll
don't you
do-
give him the two choices so he answers properly this time?
I don't know if he can handle that kind of complexity.
Why wouldn't he?
Do we just want to see if he can handle it?
Yeah, let's see
why
if he
not?
can handle it. See if he can handle it.
All right, hold on. Robert, do you think the usage of the Bowl of Winds or the usage of Kalendor in Book 8 was the biggest moment of Book 8?
Of the Wheel of Time.
The Bowl of the Winds and the Calendar.
It's a
Both pivotal elements in the grand tapestry of a Book 8. Now, picking the biggest moment is like trying to choose between honey cakes and apple brandy. Both are sweet in their own way. The Bowl of the Winds is a
He
game
thinks that Kalendor is a calendar.
of epic
He's not wrong.
wave, and the consequences ripple through the pattern like a stone cast into a pond. On the other hand, the calendar, with its intricacies and revelations, is like a finely crafted puzzle piece slotting into place. It's the ticking of the clock, the heartbeat of the story, marking the passage of time in a world where every moment is crucial.
Okay.
Now, I won't play favorites. That's like choosing between Matt's luck and Rand's Tabarin pull. Each
Damn
moment
it.
serves its purpose in the grand design. So, let the winds blow and the days turn in the wheel of time. Every thread weaves into the pattern.
Okay, so I'm going to declare the winner as Kalendor. If he can decide, if he can decide between the Bowl of Winds and a calendar.
Right, fair enough. Yeah.
I think if you would have understood the question clearly.
I'm also frustrated at his lack of like. He's totally avoiding just picking a winner. Just pick a winner.
Yeah.
What's-
Well, you know,
That's
he's
the
been
problem.
involved in this series for 30 plus years.
Staying
So,
real neutral, you know.
That's impressive. Trying to keep both.
Why
sides
Man
happy.
Wild said, "I want to hear RJ say Excelsior."
I don't know if I can make that happen other than just by asking him to say it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
that is.
obviously. Yeah,
Was
say
it out?
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty good so far.
I think that's the winner.
Yeah.
Let's. I need to use the restroom, but let's go ahead and do the next category because there's only one nominee.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if ask Robert his thoughts on who the best weather headache rapist is.
We'll never know.
I think that question might also be a little too complex.
I assume, Tom, you're talking about the Chris Traeger Award for Best New Character.
No, I was actually we've been said it 40,000 times. Let's go ahead and do the best Triple X moment.
Oh. This Handel Hake Award for Best Triple X Moment brought to you by Vin Diesel.
And the nominee is Red Hot Rod.
Red Hot Rod. I mean, gotta be.
Red Hot Rod. Yeah.
Yeah. My name's Elayne. I have a red hot rod. I like to party.
Can you ask Robert Jordan to tell us like what happened in that blackout moment?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Peel back the curtain a little bit. Tell us what's behind there. You know,
Is she peeling back her curtains?
Robert, can you tell us what happened to Book 8 when Elayne held the red hot rod?
Elayne and her fiery escapades in Book 8. Now, without giving away all the sizzling details, let's just say it's like trying to dance with a golem risky business. Elayne, in her infinite wisdom or lack thereof, gets her hands on a red hot rod. And things get hotter than a black Aja meeting in the pit of doom. It's a moment that makes you squirm, laugh, and maybe question her decision-making skills. But that's the wheel of time for you, full of surprises and a fair share of eyebrow-raising moments. Now, I won't spill all the tea. Readers deserve to experience the heat of the scene firsthand, like stepping into the heart of a forge. So, keep those pages turning, and brace yourself for Elayne's bold move in Book 8.
oh man,
Pretty shocking.
that was really good.
Pretty fucking.
Really like that answer.
Yeah.
Elayne only needs 1 cup of wine. She grew a mullet when she held the red hot rod.
Let's
Red
ask
hot?
that real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, red hot rod. Got it.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's very confusing. But yeah, it's hot rod.
Robert, how many cups of wine does Elayne need to drink to grab the red hot rod? Yeah, this content maybe.
My
Oh,
friend,
never mind.
you're getting into the details now, but let me set the record straight. Elayne doesn't need a cup of wine to grab that red-hot rod. She's got the courage of a lion, or maybe the recklessness of Matt Cawthon on a good day. Elayne's fiery escapade isn't fueled by liquid courage. It's a bold move driven by her determination and, some might say, a touch of stubbornness. So, put away the wine cups. Elayne's got this under control, or at least she thinks she does. Now, don't go spoiling the surprise for yourself. Dive into the pages and witness Elayne's daring move in all its unbridled glory. It's a moment that'll have you raising an eyebrow and maybe
Still
smiling
going.
at audacity. Enjoy
Tell you
the
what.
ride.
Enjoy it.
Just,
He fucking stumps for his books. I'm glad. They got
Oh, yeah.
Robert.
Fantastic.
There's a reason why he sold nearly 100 million.
I mean, that was a really good answer. I can't say I'm disappointed at all.
Robert Jordan.
All right, Jono. We've come to the classic moment where one of the Dark One's 3-pronged plans.
Give me one. Which one do you want to hear?
Headaches.
So, I believe this is like this and just book 7 are huge with our lovely character Halima, who is just in the middle of massaging in a very erotic way Egwene. The entire book, she's there to get some good work done on giving Egwene the Dark One's plan, some headaches and all that.
Yeah, I know. If I'm not mistaken, because I haven't re-listened to tWoTcast in a really long time, but we probably came up with a 3-pronged plan when we read book 8. I imagine.
I'm excited to get to the next one when we get to the weather, because Morden, he actually
witness Elayne being pregnant and being moody. That's actually the one thing I don't begrudge Elayne. Being moody when pregnant. Oh, Dana said, I'm so glad I tuned in tonight. Thanks, Dana.
Oh, yeah.
We have special guest Robert Jordan. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
It's nice.
Yeah, Halima with the headaches. That's the obvious go-to. This book is pretty straightforward with the 3-pronged plan.
It's amazing. Like I read it. Or not read it, but I just scanned through pages and I was like, holy shit, this is like you said, the one that we were like, is that the whole fucking plan?
Is this it? What is he doing?
What's right after and I can't remember if it's in book 7 or 8 when Moradin brings Moghedian to him, and she's like talking about what all she's done. She's tricked the Aes Sedai into doing this, and I've tricked him so that when they try to do this weave, they get headaches, and we're just like, what the fuck? That's it?
like what the fuck? That's your plan?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good. It's good stuff.
Welcome
All right.
back, Tom. That was a perfect pee session. Right amount of time. Did you wash
All
your
right,
hands?
fantastic.
Did you wash your hands?
Fantastic.
Tom
You
doesn't
know I
wash
did.
his hands.
Tom is not answering the wash his hands.
Yeah, he did.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
All right,
Yeah.
moving on to the Chris Traeger Award for Best New Character.
The Chris Traeger Award. Woo.
This is harder every fucking book.
It's really hard. I can't fucking remember who's new and who's not anymore.
I'm gonna find the site that says like
Yeah, because
I
I think it's
so you guys can kind of
Tarmalon.net,
look through it.
but there's a site
yeah.
One of the Wheel of Time sites has a list of all the characters, but they don't say who's like new for that book. It's just like mentioned characters in that book, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I could like compile them and know for which one's new or not, but like that's a lot of fucking work.
I'm not doing research for my own podcast.
Yeah, there is like minor characters in every book. Though.
Well, I mean, if we like reread the books for each of these episodes, which we'd never have time for, I would know immediately, and I'd probably have like favorites. But like, it's just I don't, and I'd probably have like a way better. I would be like, that guy that was in that inn, I loved him, or what, like just random insane people like they're barely in the books. But
I can't wait to see you guys nominate like during the slug. You're not going to remember anything.
I know. But I do know that even if a garden has slugs, it can still be verdant and beautiful.
I'm a little worried that Robert Jordan's phone call is off model because he's really supposed to not like Elayne, and this he can't really seem to mention that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why Robert Jordan has so far liked Elayne so much.
Maybe next.
Can I just want to ask him one question before we get into new characters real quick. Robert, what do you think about men? He thought I said men.
Men.
Robert, what do you think about Min Farshaw?
Min Farshaw, the jewel of the Wheel of Time. Now, let me tell you, my friend, Min is not just a character, she's a masterpiece. I may have penned her into existence, but even I can't help but marvel at her brilliance. Min Farshaw can get it. As the kids say these days, she's got sass, she's got wit, and she sees more patterns than a seasoned weaver at a loom. Her presence in the series adds a certain spice, like a dash of cinnamon in Two Rivers Tabak. Now, I may be biased, but Min is a character that stands tall among the rest. She's not just a love interest, she's a force to be reckoned with. And her journey through the Wheel of Time is as captivating as a well-spun tale. So, if you're not on Team Min, well, you might be more lost than a tinker in the blight. Cheers to Min Farshaw, a character that can truly get it.
All right, never mind.
Cheers to Min Farshaw.
He is doing just fine. I thought we might be losing Robert for a minute, but he's
Min
great.
Farshaw is all the bag of chips. You dig?
It's a character that can truly get it. So the only nominee we have is Elise for best new character.
I mean, it's the only one I could think of.
What does chat have to say? They must have nominees.
Yeah, they've got to have their.
Can you guys think of anybody new in book 8 that is remotely, one new, but also noteworthy, I suppose?
This is their chance to really influence these awards because, like, literally.
Actually, I was gonna say, I want them all to. You guys start putting your MVC, your most valuable character of the book, in the chat, and I'll start just throw them in there as we're going. Because when we get to that one, we can go over them.
Because our ideas are trash, as you can tell. And
the wind finder that looked grumpy, Wild Man Wild said.
Okay. All right. So maybe there aren't any.
I mean, I'm sure there are some, but I just don't none of them that are like come to mind.
There's some new kin. There's some new
Other than them getting to the farm for the first time and meeting Elise, I can't really think of any.
What about a couple of those Shanshin characters that we get their viewpoint when Rand's fighting them? They're cool.
Yeah. But we don't get to.
Is Kareda or Karede?
Yeah.
Oh, what about that? Is that guy's body servant new? The one that like
Not yet. Not
joins
yet.
up?
They come
Ashingora?
later.
No.
Yeah,
That's a bummer.
Ajambora and Furry KK come later on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about that because I actually did check that.
The master of the horse that was banging the Tyrion High Lady.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Guess what?
Yeah.
He's the winner. He
We,
won.
yeah, there you go. That's better. That's better than Elise.
Wait a minute. We're not picking the winner.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Robert.
Let's find out what he's got to say. Because I mean, he'll remember all of the characters.
Even the ones that were dead. It's so important.
Robert, who would you say is the best new character introduced in Book 8 of the Wheel of Time? It's going to be like Moraine.
Book 8, where new characters step onto the stage like fresh players in the game of houses. Now, picking the best among the newcomers is like
Look.
choosing the brightest star in the night sky.
She's not new.
But if I had to highlight one, it's got to be Cat Swain Maladrin. Cat Swain is a force to be reckoned with. My friend,
Oh, she wins.
she's like a storm gathering on the horizon, bringing with her a sense of authority and mystery. Her entrance is as memorable as Matt Cawthon's luck, or Nynaeve tugging on her braid. Now, others may have their favorites, but Cat Swain's impact in Book 8 is like a ripple in the pattern, affecting everyone around her. So keep an eye on this A.E. Sedai. For her role is as significant as Haven's pull in the pattern.
Can't even be consistent. I'm surprised pronouncing Niniave so well.
Yeah, yeah. This
Like, really well.
Yeah.
must be some interference over the phone.
I
line.
mean, Cat Sewing's not. I mean, I know she's not introduced in this book technically, but she's relatively new still, and she does
She's
big
introduced
stuff.
on 6, isn't she?
Yeah, but for like 5 seconds, and then 7, she's actually in it. I think. I mean, like 6 is she's just not in it too much, is she?
That's not how this works. Just because Robert Jordan thinks he's drunk, he clearly forgot what book this is. It's fine.
A.E. said I.
All right. Hold on. Robert, are you drunk?
Well, my friend, if I were enjoying a few cups of Two Rivers apple brandy or sipping some Illinois fire wine, I'd certainly let you know. But as it stands, I'm as sober as a White Tower A.E. Sedai during a serious discussion of politics. Now, if you're looking for a bit of bawdy banter or some Wheel of Time wisdom, I'm your man, but in the words of Matt Cawthon, I'm as sober as a rock in the middle of the day. Cheers to clear-headed storytelling.
So he's doing just fine.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
Did Matt say that?
Yeah.
In the words of Matt. Well, I mean, if Robert Jordan says he said it, then he did. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's canon. That's canon.
It's canon. I'm as sober as a rock in the middle of the day. What? I love it.
All right.
All right. I'm telling you guys, I am not as sober as a rock in the middle of the day right now.
I gotta tell you, if Matt said that, it feels like a Brandon Sanderson quote. It's pretty disturbing.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do the Artex dice. Saturday
Okay.
Award.
All right, saddest moment. Saddest moment of the books, guys. Artex dies. I always say tex. Artax dies.
Artex. Oh,
Yeah.
you guys wrote Artex is what's here in the.
I think that's what I thought it was in my head.
That makes
So I write
sense.
it wrong all the time, but it's correct. It's an A. I know it's right on the screen.
Oh,
So-
A Sedai?
It's an A.E. Sedai.
Jono might have my favorite because Rand being chased out of his own palace and going on the road. Oh no!
That's not sad. Oh no,
But his castle.
he's not. No, he's not there for his castle.
We're gonna skip right over that one. That's not a real entry. Just like here's one of Joe's not real entries: Elayne not dying while trying to unravel a Galen. That's depressing. It's not sad.
That's a good one though. Yeah, it's probably pretty sad when she didn't die.
It's just every page. Sad.
Yeah, sad.
Sad.
Oh, Elaine's here and she's not dead. Sad.
Sad. Yeah.
All right.
Then you got Adelis being murdered, and it's been parenthetical, but
I mean that I was just referencing the moment in time.
We find out
Not
he's sad about that. I
Really
guess
sad
they're
up like
dark
Aja
friends.
died.
Yeah,
I mean, not that I am,
Be a real
but maybe
bummer.
I am.
A real bummer.
You know?
they didn't bother their deaths.
Did it bother you?
No.
Like wrote a real moment of grief into the book, and like, all right.
I don't, Van Dien was pretty messed up from that for a
We're
while.
200 years old. It's fine.
John was
Yeah,
unaffected by it.
She had a good life. She had a good run, you know.
Her getting murdered and his sister grieving, but was pretty upset that Rand lost his castle.
Oh, when you say it like that, you're a heartless bastard, Jenna.
I hope Robert Jordan's going to agree with me.
Oh man.
Well, John wrote Rand losing his mind with Kalendor, which in itself isn't sad, but it is kind of a bummer when he realizes he's killed a bunch of friends and
Yeah,
allies.
yeah, that's pretty. That's
The way
sad
he
moment.
reacted, like he retreats thinking he's lost the battle, and it's the first time he's really like lost. Like he is fucked up because of that. I think in far more like just like really like psychological manner than really is like appreciated, because like that's like the most chastening thing that's happened to him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that. To me is like one of like the hallmarks of Book 8 is him going nuts with Kalendor, destroying a lot of things, including his own army, and you know he looks around and sees the death that he's caused.
Overseers wrote saddest moment, no Matt.
That is,
That is really sad. The whole book, I'm just crying. Where's the
Elayne's
match?
alive and Matt's not here.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Is it weird that I love the Kalendor scene with Rand? I'm just like, this is awesome.
I love it too. I know.
It's
I mean,
really
I know it's
good.
messed up, but like him just like unleashing that much power is fucking awesome. Whether it's
his favorites, I think
destructive to his own army or not.
Who needs them? Who
It
needs them?
really doesn't. That's like that's the ultimate irony here is that the entire Shan-Chan army sees that and they fuck right off. Like they go west, they go back south, like they go back to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And he thinks that he's lost though. Like that's just like some unfortunate not understanding the situation.
Fair.
And then the only one you guys had in common was Fedwin Moore's death by Rand's poison.
Oh come on, that's sad.
That one's
I
fucked up.
don't think
That
one
little
ever
poor
made me sad.
that poor innocent little boy.
I just thought it was weird.
I thought it was sad.
Like he's gone like full retard at the end. Like he's addled from the
We'll never go full retard.
Never. So Rand just sits there, feeds him a cup of sleep, if you will. It's cum, and the Maz from Taim is just sitting there
Wait,
staring.
cum
at
makes you sleep?
Yeah, well, it does for me, man. I pass right out afterwards.
A real bread makes you fat quality to it, Joe.
So that was what I was going for. Thanks, Tom.
And then Master Taim just, "You are hard," is all he says. Like when he, just like as he's killing Fedwin Moore. It's an interesting.
Oh, poor Fedwin Moore.
Yeah,
I'm sad for him. That's by far one of the saddest moments of the book, I think.
Fuck Van
Does
Dien.
It's weird that euthanasia makes you hardcore in Mesrim Tame, though. It's like, oh,
God damn. Did you see him just put that guy down in the sweetest way possible? Holy shit.
I know. Maybe this guy can join my motorcycle gang.
I'm scared.
Really strange.
Very intimidating with his slow death.
Well, I mean, we've had our say. Let's see what. Robert, what's the saddest moment of Book 8 of the Wheel of Time?
The wheel weaves sorrow as much as joy in its grand tapestry. Now, in Book 8, you'll find moments that tug at the heartstrings like a gentle breeze.
What the
that
heck?
Rivers apple orchards. Without giving too much away,
I'm not gonna-
one of the particularly poignant moments involves the sacrifices made for the greater good. The Wheel of Time, my friend, is a journey of highs and lows. And sometimes the lows hit harder than a sledgehammer in a stone quarry. So keep those tissues handy and brace yourself for an emotional roller coaster. The sadness in the story is like rain on the wine spring water inevitable. It helps the crops of character grow.
That was a real verbose read and find out.
Yeah, that's a real long raffo right there.
He should have used the tissue line for the triple X moment, though. I don't know.
He
why
wanted to protect men, the poor boy. He was a little, Ben Wild said, "Tell me about the rabbits." I forgot about that.
It's fucked up, man.
No, Raffode.
We all got Raffode.
Yeah, I've noticed that when we put Robert into a corner and he has to answer definitively one way or the other, he tends to circle around.
Well, let's see how definitive he is on this one. Let's
All
do
right.
our next category. It's Classic Elayne.
Oh, the Classic Elayne Award for Classic Elayne. Oh, wait. That's the right one.
Well, I missed the first one.
Yeah. Oh, it just says Classic Elayne, like I used to. Then I was like, that's not good enough. I need to make this better. Just the longest title. Classic Elayne.
Let's just start with Jono's general nomination. It just says half this book is Classic Elayne.
It's fucking true. Like,
I mean, it really is. This is Elayne getting close to her worst, I think.
like the infatuation, like it makes this percent sense. Like I guess sense. Like I got her infatuation with Andor, Camelin, and like winning the fucking place back as the daughter heir when it's already been subjugated and could be handed back to her peacefully. Again, I get there's a little bit of ego, there's a little bit of this. Like there's they don't really want her because Morgase is ending, but she could have it would have changed so much fucking time if she just said, "And the dragon has given me this, and I'm also fucking."
Yeah. I think that's the part that I'm like, stop grandstanding and just fucking. It's the last battle's coming. Just fucking pull all these people together, whether they like you or not, and move on.
Yeah,
there is a lot of time spent on like winning the kingdom back the right way when like it's somewhat irrelevant.
Yeah. It's kind of the Perrin Fael thing, like it just goes on for a long time, and it's like.
Perrin Fael,
The slow politics of her getting Dylan and the other ones, like, and all the other, like, sands of time houses to get to like align correctly so she gets the votes, so to speak. As
much as I did like that, I'm sorry, you go.
Yeah,
I know people needed things to do to keep busy while Rand was like
going crazy,
saving the world, and like.
Yeah,
you can't just be like, and then he went a little crazy, and then everybody sat around because they didn't have anything to do. But like, I don't know if we needed that.
To me,
Overseer said,
slug.
"Don't think so," but I'm not sure. Oh, is this the? Oh, he's answering. Is this the book where Elayne tells Nynaeve to be her advisor, and then Overseer said, "Don't think so." Yeah, I think that's 9.
So 2 things. One, to Joe's point,
advisor.
Which Joe sometimes has a point. Or I'm going to counter it. Like, yes, I think that Fael, Perrin, Barrelane shit is actually more obnoxious to read sometimes. But Perrin couldn't have just walked over there and just said, "Well, you know what?"
He didn't have technically an easy solution.
He didn't have he
had to figure it out.
has an easy solution the whole fucking time. Secondly, the biggest irony. Well, it's not really irony, but what the fuck happens to Camelin in the last battle? Fucking decimated by Trollocs anyway. So congratulations, your empire you were trying to build. So
it's wiped all the way out.
Yeah,
I guess you can rebuild some of that stuff.
Yeah, well,
it's pretty destroyed. Yeah. I would be curious to see like where certain nations like that, like Camelin, would it have been rebuilt like more grand, or would it have just been like this is?
Well, ask Robert. I've got so many
destroyed
questions.
house.
All right.
I forgot we could ask Robert.
After we ask Robert, we'll do a prong on the Dark One's plan, and I'm gonna
try perfect time. Perfect time. I think.
No, I'm gonna go try to fix his phone connection. I think. Robert, what do you think about the character Elayne, and what was her worst moment in Book 8?
Elayne Traken, a character as polarizing as a Karheenan schemer. Now, opinions on Elayne vary, and some readers may find her to be a tad frustrating at times. As her creator, I can appreciate the complexity she brings to the story. Now, as for her worst moment in Book 8, well, without giving away too many spoilers, Let's just say Elayne's decisions can be a bit like trying to juggle flaming torches while riding a unicycle. Some might scratch their heads at certain choices she makes. But hey, the road to becoming a wise ruler is often paved with a few missteps. So, whether you're a fan of Elayne or find her decisions eyebrow-raising, her journey is an integral part of the Wheel of Time. Like a river winding through the heart of the storm.
Robert Jordan would say that.
May your opinion on Elayne evolve like a well-aged cask of brandy.
I don't feel like. I mean, I was almost positive after I asked Robert Jordan about men that we were on track, but no, I feel like maybe we're not. Oh no! I didn't mute it quickly enough.
That's the beauty of the Wheel of Time. It stirs the pot of reader reactions like a
Okay, Robert. We're gonna.
Robert, we got it. We got it. Just keep it to the questions we ask, Robert. That's all we would say.
The guy hasn't been answering questions for 15 years, and we shut up immediately. It's just, oh, that's enough out of you, man.
Her worst moment in book 8 happened in book 6.
Did Robert Jordan say that?
No.
I'm glad that he's calling in for this episode.
That's really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope he's there next.
Hopefully we can have him back sometime soon. You know, I know he's busy.
Yeah.
I know he's busy, Jono.
At this point, we're not even going to have to do a show next soon enough. He's just going to take over.
I mean, yeah, we do shows where we talk to Robert, see how it's going.
Yeah.
All right. One prong of the 3-pronged plan, as we all know, is weather. Jono?
So let me grab my book. This is obviously they used Bowl of the Winds in this book, right? So it's the culmination of all of the shit, and then ironically it goes back the other way with the weather, right? Once they use the bowl, winter comes in with a hurry. Let me find this quote here. There was something.
I've been laughing so much this episode. I'm like tearing up. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
They're little wins, obvious. Yeah.
All right. So Moradin, on finding out about the Bowl of the Winds from Maddox, who of course gets unfortunately killed by not paying enough attention. So this is Moradin. About finding out about the Bowl of the Winds. The great lord would not be pleased. He had strayed from his prison to touch the world enough to fix the seasons in place. He was impatient to touch the world more, to shatter the void that contained him, and he would not be pleased. That's like the fact that like Moradin's like he fixed the seasons in place really just was his entire plan. It's just
it was at least a very big piece of it. Sure.
Yeah.
It's one of the 3 prongs,
It says it right. It's strange and strange and strange, and it's summer.
It's just like, that thing where you guys like have crops and seasonal weather? Not anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I just read past it and just like, well, had to go back. And the fact that it's perfect for this nice prong. Very nice.
That's a good one. Because using the Bowl of the Winds is a big deal, but that's not part of the Dark One's plan.
Not at all.
The fact that it was used and needed to be used. That's the crux.
Do you think Robert Jordan?
What did you put for? Oh wait, never mind. Tom's back. I don't care.
Yeah. Did you have
I was gonna say let's draw this out and keep talking about the classic Elayne because Tom's not back yet because we didn't really answer the question.
Classic Elayne was literally the fact that she spends the entire time talking about Andor. It's where are we gonna go from the Kin farm, Andor? So why didn't you just go straight to Andor? Well, I wanted to, get everyone behind me on my march to Camelin. Like, well, who the fuck cares? Like, that's not at all important.
Yeah.
Of course, it works out.
I mean, obviously, we all know the winning entry to the Classic Elayne Award is the fact that she exists.
That's not what Robert Jordan said.
Just keep going.
Fight weather with weather. Like raping your rapist. Everybody gets a headache. Wildman Wilds, you're crushing it. Yeah, that's wait, what? I thought I saw something about rain. Oh, never mind. Overseers was talking about something Robert Jordan said. Rain in the wine spring.
Oh, somebody's just talking about something, Robert.
I mean, he said it, right?
You said it, man.
I mean, I thought I heard him say something about that. What have we done? What have we done? I mean, how did we get this phone number? I put like, well, one, the fucking unraveling of the weave when she thinks she can do it is just so obnoxious that she almost kills them. Like, come on. This fucking classic Elayne, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I can do that. Can you? And then and I'm just like, God damn it, come on.
I love the weirdness that is actually like that weave that fucked up makes the genre afraid of like this.
I do love that. I do love that. But I also put when she takes Rand's banners down, which is also the same thing. It's like, why not just fucking accept that it's been done, and you've already done the thing that needs to be done. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like Rand having taken it first from Robin was like some like usurping of Morghese that had already happened. You know what I mean? Like all he did was save it. She deliberately stuck the lion throne up on a pedestal and was like, I'm not sitting on this. This isn't mine.
Fucking
or is that the sun throne? Which one did he do that to?
He did it to the lion throne.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think like him going like this isn't mine, and like it's Elayne's, obviously she's Morghese's heir. Like, I don't understand why that was a problem. Like, I'm like, that's perfectly legit. You should just walk in and be like, yeah, he's right, this is mine.
Probably because you're a dumbass.
All right, you guys ready? Biggest catfish?
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Biggest catfish.
Such a great category.
I love the biggest catfish category. There's a lot of catfishing in these books.
Joe's really only nominee for biggest catfish is Deshiva, and then there's some things that tricked people.
I mean, that's kind of a catfish move. There's things that trick people. He's not wrong. I didn't have good entries for this.
I think my favorite is Jono and David Hamlin. I guess who disguises himself as not the greatest rapist.
This is where David Hamlin, towards the end of the book, Millie Skank just said, like, what would you think about being in the guards?
Yeah, but don't you think like Doyle and Millar is kind of a next book thing?
I mean,
Jono also accuses Robert Jordan of being the biggest catfish.
Yeah, he catfishes.
What? How so? Let's ask him.
Just by writing the Elayne failed capture plot, that's a terrible nominee.
That's not a catfish.
These nominees are terrible, other than Deshiva.
I mean,
at least
Elayne. I mean, I'm sorry, I keep saying Elayne. Egwene, like tricking the Aes Sedai like into declaring war so she can like therefore be in charge. I thought that's kind of a catfish. It's like getting them to do something so you can do something else, but really, you know, like that they're inadvertently been like, oh yeah, she's right, we should declare war on the White Tower, and then she's like, based on this old fucking rule that you guys weren't aware of, the Amirlan seat is in charge of war. You know, like kind of. I thought that was kind of that's a catfish.
That's not,
isn't it?
Like, the whole point is to like be someone you're not, and then I'll like I'm David Hamlin, you know, like or I'm Doyle Millar. I'm actually David.
That's
Hamlin.
true. He could easily be the. You didn't present it that way, though.
Yeah, well, I was drunk when I wrote it.
Yeah, well, that changed everything.
Swan is catfishing most of the Aes Sedai. She would probably call it catfish.
That's a really good point.
DK Moon may be correct there. DK Moon, like, I'm fine with that. So
it's pretty solid.
Swan, Doyle Millar, and Deshiva. All three of those are the only weird nominees, despite what Joe and I both wrote.
Well,
I mean, I did write Deshiva. I mean, I'm just saying. I was trying to think of others.
Luckily for us, we don't have to decide who the winner is.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't. Who does? Who decides?
Robert Jordan, should we?
Oh,
ask
Robert Jordan decides.
This
Can I tell you
might be a
something?
long answer. Yeah.
Ah. That's how he starts everything. Ah.
I mean, hold on.
Let me
on.
tell you about that.
Let me go back and check my memory. You're right. It's like, Robert, who is the biggest catfish in Book 8?
This is not going to be a good answer.
Hold on.
Jono, Tom, the tWoTcast trio, hitting me with the real questions. Now, when it comes to catfish in Book 8, it's like trying to spot a trolloc in a goat pen. Bastards. But if I had to point fingers, it's got to be that slippery snake of a Forsaken. Samael's playing games, leaving elections like a Two Rivers gleeman. You think you've got him, and poof, he's gone.
He's gone.
I'm not saying he's the only catfish in the sea, but he's certainly the biggest one swimming around in Book 8. So, keep your wits about you, tWoTcasters, and watch out for those catfish. The wheel weaves, but sometimes it tangles you up like a fisherman's net.
You know what I love about that answer? Because in book 7, you're not like really sure if Samuel dies. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of a mystery. and if you had heard this answer back then, you would be like, "Oh shit, is Samuel still alive?
He's back.
He survived Shatterloga."
What do you
Like,
think he's
all
trying to
these-
tell us?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there's something to his answers here.
It's almost like Robert Jordan knows his shit.
Yeah. Maybe there's a little more going on here than we're on the surface allowing. You know.
I'm gonna have to reread that book.
Shit, was that Samuel?
That's what you're getting here from us, guys. Like really new stuff. There's
I
only
can't wait for
6 things left.
Yeah, we're almost to the end.
We're on the big 2, and then we're gonna
Yeah, these
tease
are-
next week, and then we'll tease next week's guest.
Why Man Wild said RJ's too old fashioned for these modern terms.
Wild Man Wide, he's extremely online.
I mean, what do you think he's been doing?
He's just sitting around staring at a wall.
Yeah, that man reads voraciously, and all he has is internet access right now.
He's all over Twitter. Yeah, he does no printed books. He can only read websites. Well, you know.
Oh man, that's so good.
We'll do the let's do MVP or MVC.
MVC. Where the hell is that one? Okay, here we go.
Top one. Oh, okay.
Most valuable character.
All right, so you guys
we got
on a
wait. We got a couple responses from chat. So let me see how far back I have to go.
We're taking responses from chat. We have the author of the book.
I told them to. There was only like 2. We have the author. Wait, all right. Yeah, well, go ahead, Tom. All right. Here's Dana Lou. MVC Narishma for retrieving Kalendor without getting fried by Rand traps. I liked that one. That's a good
That's a good one.
Good.
Yeah.
I feel
That
like
comes into play for a long time.
Yeah.
It devalues like what the fuck. Like I never understood the guy who comes next theme, because that's kind of the whole point. Is like he puts it there, and whoever retrieves it is supposed to be very important. Narishma never really did that much to me, beyond of course bringing him the sword to go crazy and kill his own people and do some awesome scenes with obviously Narishma's there, he's bonded, he's important, but he's not nearly the importance I thought he was going to have.
Maybe the person that wrote the end of the books fucked it up.
Maybe. Sammy and Moraine are doing stuff in Book 8 that no one knows.
No one. And Catswain has reintroduced
Wild Man
himself.
Wyatt said, "We know Moraine is being sucked by dry foxes." Dried by foxes during this book. There was somebody else, I think Overseers put one in. Where did it go? I lost it. I think it was basically it wasn't. It was sorry, I lost the comment. I'm trying, but it was Bashir for tackling Rand off the horse. But I can't remember who said it, and I kind of lost the
Joe,
comment.
you said it.
I know. I said that also, but someone in chat said it.
Joe's he's typing it himself right now.
I don't know where the fuck it was.
Is the winner Rand or Egwene, or are we just like searching for small ones? In the NFL, MVP is just basically a quarterback every year, and then they give an award to offensive player, and that's probably the real MVP.
But I feel like the MVP. I mean, I feel like Bashir for the good linebacker tackle. There you go.
You can't get the MVP to a linebacker.
I put Bashir because him taking Rand down truly probably saved a lot of lives. Like that. I mean, maybe even their own. Like, I don't know how well that would have gone if he wasn't there. You know. So that's why I put that one. Where did Tom just disappeared? Jono, what did you have? Wait.
I put Rand.
I'm on my phone, but people are texting me. People on this show.
Sorry about that.
Oh.
It was a dick pic. That's on me.
Well, if I see enough come in, then I'm like,
Overseer said some chats have gone missing for me. Maybe that's why I couldn't find it. Because I was like, I swear I like picked that because someone responded to the comment of Bashir too, and I couldn't. I scrolled back and I was like, I'm hitting the beginning of the chat and I didn't see it. Anyway,
interesting. Let's find out.
That is odd, but somebody put Bashir tackling him off the horse. I don't remember who it was. Sorry, guys.
All right, let's find out what Robert Jordan has to say. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert, who's the most valuable character in Book 8?
Book 8.
Oh my God.
Shine like the stars in the night sky. Now, the most valuable character is like the heart of the story.
Get ready for this.
Steadily through the twists and turns. If I had to put a crown on someone, it's got to be Perrin Ibarra. Perrin brings more to the table than a Two Rivers feast. His journey in Book 8 is as significant as a tavern's tug on the pattern. The blacksmith turned wolf brother faces challenges, makes tough decisions, and carries the weight of the story like a blacksmith's hammer. Now, some might argue for others, but Perrin's value in Book 8 is like gold in the Two Rivers mines. So, keep an eye on him. tWoTcasters, for his role is as crucial as Matt's luck or Rand's tavern pull.
I really love how he pauses and really enunciates tWoTcasters.
tWoTcasters?
Keep an eye on them. tWoTcasters.
Like Matt's luck or Rand's Taviran pull. He loves
it's really good.
similes. Yeah, like his love of similes is like my love.
Yeah, it was. So it was Wild Man Wilds. I thought it was you, and I was looking back for it, but for some reason I couldn't find it. He stopped Rand from killing everybody. Yeah, that's why I put it too.
All right, let's ask one more time.
All right.
God damn it! He heard me.
Jono and Tom, let's cut to the chase. Book 8, the MVP, the one who's carrying the team like Matt Cawthon carrying his dice. It's Min Farshaw, hands down.
It's Min Farshaw.
Let me break it down for you. Min's not just the MVP; she's the whole damn team. Decisions are like a cheat code in the Wheel of Time game, predicting the plays before they even happen. She's got more insight than an A.E. Sedai in a library. It's as refreshing as a swig of Two Rivers apple brandy. And don't get me started on her attractiveness. Min can get it, and anyone who thinks otherwise is more lost than a sheep in the way. So, Book 8's MVP, it's Min, the queen of the pattern.
The queen of the pattern.
That's not
Wow. I mean, I would accept that as queen of the pattern. Queen of the pattern. Really like that.
There's your winner.
We're all tWoCasters after a good burrito. Thanks, Overseers.
So I guess the question is, he's given two different answers. Like, is it Perrin or is it Min? Like what are we gonna
It's
do?
men. I mean, that was pretty clear.
I mean,
Yeah,
that was resounding.
Yeah.
All right. I guess Min wins.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been wildly entertaining. Can't wait till people here. We had Robert Jordan on as a guest. It's gonna blow up our podcast.
I think, and I could be wrong here, but I think people are going to be insanely offended.
Probably.
That can't be right. That can't be right.
I mean, either they're insanely offended or they understand us from the get-go, which is, I'd hope it's the latter.
Yeah, I think our general audience is taking this in stride and having a good time with it. And then when people hear about it, they're going to be like, "Excuse me,
what the fuck did you do?" I mean, we found a phone number on look it up. It's the phone number's there. Yeah. I mean,
look it up.
It's not like we did anything. Yeah, it's there. You can find it. Just Google Robert Jordan's phone number.
Yeah. Google it.
Men casting the light on all being the lamp that she is. Damn, DK Moon. I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
That's the laziest argument.
Okay.
Final category.
Final category, yeah. This is it. Don't get scared now.
For best battle.
Yeah, it's the best battle of the book.
Let's see.
Oh, man.
I'm hoping that I got the category right since I'm notoriously bad at getting categories.
Since you love. I only put two things. Yeah.
John kind of only put one, but it really kind of folds into both of yours. It's
okay.
The fight over the bowl and the fight with Kalendor. Those are the nominees.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The Kalendor battle is so good. I almost stopped there. I literally wrote, Kalendor Rand. Come on. I was like, it's so good.
You guys don't like the terrorist attack on Rand's castle? He loses his castle.
I do like that. I do like that fight. He loses his castle. No, in terms of
he has to kill that baby.
Yeah, he does kill that cute little boy.
Just before 50th trimester of Fedwin Moore.
Yeah. I really do love Rand losing his shit with Kalendor on a horse.
It's my absolute favorite.
It's so fucking good.
At the risk of invalidating myself because I don't understand the category, I think that entire I don't know if you want to call it it's not really a war, but the entire series of battles, right, with the Shanchan of slowly sweeping west and then southwest and south, collapsing them inward. The way that you see all the different pieces being that entire fucking thing. That's probably my favorite. Again, series of battles in the entire goddamn thing, of the entire series. It just shows how drastically different war has changed in one fucking really just 1 year.
Yeah.
And even against the Shanchan, who have been used to fighting with the one power with aerial superiority, everything is different. So I think that that's I fucking love it.
I do too.
Yeah,
the reason I don't does Shiva fight in maybe it's just the way it's written.
Yeah.
And it seems kind of it's really fast and it hits hard, but and there is a lot of running. He sees them in the rubble and he's chasing after them, and they kind of barely survive the explosion or whatever, but it doesn't feel like the climax of the book. I feel like the climax of the book already happened. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. So it doesn't feel that big to me. It just felt like a regular chapter, sort of. Does that make sense? I don't know how else to describe it. It's not as epic and crazy.
It's a huge reveal, but it's like a weird secondary climax. And the first one really were the first one really was everything that led up to the usage of Kalendor and a blow off top of insanity. And then the last one is just punching the dick real quickly, and then he loses the palace, which is tough. Apparently, tough.
Yeah, everyone's sad when you lose your castle.
Yeah.
No one likes to lose the castle.
Yeah.
I say that every time I play chess, someone takes my rook. I'm like, you lost my castle.
No.
I said every time I buy a castle and then I lose it.
Foreclosure from the bank, man.
I mean, yeah, that's the winner probably. I think. But we first probably ask Robert Jordan.
Oh, you want to see what Rob Jordan thinks?
Of course. Why
Wouldn't I? Yeah.
Let's find out. Robert, what do you think was the best battle in Book 8? He's thinking about it.
He's gonna say
Ah. Kills
All right,
me.
Joe, Jono, and Tom, let's talk about the best fight in Book 8. Now, there's a lot of sword clashing and channeling going on, but if I have to pick one that's a real barn burner,
Oh my
it's gotta
God.
be Randall Thor versus Samael. This ain't your run-of-the-mill street fight. It's a clash of titans.
That's a winner.
Wrestling with a serpent. Sitting like a boss. And Samael's dancing with the shadows
Does he not know which book is this?
The battlefield is crackling with power, and the stakes are higher than a Tower A's Sedai's sense of
Oh, man.
superiority.
And then why it's but two Mace Wells.
Samael a showdown that's hotter than balefire and more intense than
I mean, we can just pick anything.
my friends.
Hold on a second. Let me see if this guy's even working. Robert, what do you think about Elayne? Oh, I can't hear because the dog is growling. Robert, what do you think about Elayne?
Elayne Traken, the Queen to be of Andor. Now, my feelings about Elayne are as complex as the pattern itself. She's like a braided cord of character traits, a mix of strength and, well, occasional head-scratching decisions. And it's a big but, Elaine's journey is an integral
All right.
part of the Wheel of Time.
All right.
She's got the weight of a
Wait, you didn't like his answer? Cutting off Robert Jordan? All right.
He did that.
Oh, man.
Braided cord of character traits.
A braided cord wrapped around your neck. Oh, man. Oh,
I'll tell you what, man. Robert Jordan is a fascinating writer.
I mean, I've had a great time listening to him tonight. He's been a wonderful guest.
Yeah.
Tom, we should probably thank him before he goes, but do you guys have anything to ask him, I guess, before the show's over?
Actually, I did. And it was a relevant point.
Oh, wait.
Fuck.
Is it a complex question? Because can't answer it.
That's a mean thing to say about a guy who wrote 15 books.
I mean, Tom, I think you're selling them a little short.
You can ask him simple questions. He'll answer them, and he'll give you a really long answer.
Jono, you have
All the
anything?
guys are unnecessarily stupid ones, and that's not good.
All right. Over's Ears has a question for Robert Jordan. Elayne has a big butt. Abby said the same about her butt.
All right,
True.
listen. You guys do other things. We're past. Robert Jordan hung up.
Oh, he did? Oh, that's a
Robert
shame.
Jordan.
All right. Well, thanks, Robert Jordan thanks our special guest Robert Jordan for the night. We do have one last category, Jono.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know if you're aware of this 3-pronged plan.
Oh, 3-pronged plan.
It's rape. Look, there's a lot of sexual assault in these books, and surprise, it's usually done by someone the Dark One is in charge of.
Oh, should we have asked Robert before he hung up who the greatest rapist was, or would he?
No, we all know the answer, I think.
So the answer is, again, it's David Hanlon.
Yeah, but not David Hanlon. It's Doyle Millar.
Nope, here he's still David Hanlon.
I know.
But he's being put together as himself, the operator.
The operator someone who found out he was wasting his time on tWoTcast and was like, get the fuck out of here. Click.
You get one call. One call and you choose
You get one call and you call tWoTcast. He's in jail. He only had one phone call, not to his lawyer. It's just a tWoTcast.
It isn't? Ah, yes.
Or as Robert Jordan likes to call us, tWoTcast.
We're as dumb as the bricks in Perrin's forge.
Yeah. Well, all right. So yeah,
Well,
obviously David Hanlon's number one master rapist.
Yeah.
The most
Number two, by the
disgustingly,
way.
horrifyingly gross, horrible character in all the books, and I don't understand why no one else recognizes that.
He's the best. He's the best.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
there's a second. People don't appreciate. You know who is the actual best rapist, but no one remembers?
Shadowhuron?
The Red Hot Rod.
Oh, well, I don't know. We don't know because even Robert Jordan wouldn't tell us what happened in between the scenes. So, you know.
Let's be honest. It seems sexual. No one remembers anything. Kind of embarrassing.
Oh, they all took Flories.
Yeah, it's all glory.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's fun, right?
All right.
Nothing, yeah, just ruined that scene for everyone. Tom's texting back Robert Jordan right now.
Jono. Tom, are you texting Robert Jordan right now? Oh man.
All right, so that's our episode covering the tWoTties Book 8. If you have any comments or questions,
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We have to preview our guest for next week.
oh yeah, that's our episode for this week covering Book 8.
Well, hold on a second. That's the end of the tWoTties for the Path of Daggers.
Join us next week for
No. Hold on a
Join
second.
us.
Oh.
On our next episode, we have a special guest.
Oh, who is it, Tom?
He's called in.
Oh yeah.
That's actually not next. Our next episode is going to be Violent Night.
Let Tom do his job.
I guess I'll be on the next one.
Yeah, the next live episode. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. He just called in. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Wait, I have to change one more thing.
Kings. Yeah.
Oh, he's not ready yet. He's shy. He's in the green room. We'll let him in a minute.
Hey, Joe, ring 2 kings.
2 kings.
Okay. He's ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking.
Anticipate.
Jono, Tom, gather round because the dragon has something to say. I'm Rand Althor,
Oh shit.
brink of madness and salvation. Now, one crystal clear. I am the dragon, and none of it's not an opinion. It's a fact as solid as the stone of Tyr. I've got a theory. Those slippery
He's
snakes,
cutting it in half, Tom.
frolics, dark friends, the whole shebang. It's their shadow.
The whole shebang.
Dreams. The pattern itself, and I'm the man trying to unravel it. Now, let's talk about Elayne. Light help. Got a wife I'd rather trade for a herd of stubborn goats. But Min, she's the one who sees the visions, the one who gets it. So, Joe, Jono, Tom, I might not want to be there, but I'll do it to save the world.
I want to be there.
Yeah. I can't wait to meet Randolph Thor next week. Rand, it's nice having you talk to us.
Thanks for calling in, Rand.
Thanks for calling in, Rand.
He doesn't want to be on. We'll do it to save the world.
Yeah. What Jono was trying to say is next week we're not doing a normal episode. We're doing our holiday special, and we're gonna watch Violent Night and talk about it while it's playing. You know, classic tWoTcast at Christmas time.
Because Violent Night is obviously a Home Alone movie.
I mean, it's obviously Home Alone mixed with Die Hard. I mean, it's basically Die Hard and Home Alone.
Masquerading as something different.
Yeah,
Just like
starring Santa Claus instead of Kevin McAllister. It's fine. Not all the Home Alones had Kevin McAllister in it,
But
but at least one of them had Santa Claus.
So that's now officially tWoTcast this week.
That's
Any comments?
tWoTcast for this week. Yeah.
Yeah. If you have any comments or questions, ask us or ask, of course, your friendly Robert George and or Randall Thor next week or next time. Because
We'll be back. We're not going to be back until January after our holiday special, so it'll be a while.
Yeah. It'll be a while. There are actually questions and thoughts in the chats and all that, and the YouTube comments. We will get better at answering those timely. I think we answered them.
We're pretty good at answering those. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, good. And by we, I mean this dumbass right here.
tWoTcast theme songs brought to you by the one and only Taffy Bennington and Andrew Bard of Time. We love them. Links to their stuffs below.
Chuck. Yeah.
Yes.
You guys laugh like idiots on a tWoTcast show.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's a shit simile. Look, that's
Just
our
say
episode.
suck brick, kid.
Say goodnight, Tommy Bear.
Oh, study your math.
Say goodnight, Jono. Good night, Jono. Look at that. It's
Merry
good.
Christmas, you filthy animals, I guess, you know?
Hey,
What?
John, it's Randall Thor, the drag. Speaking when the time
He's
comes,
cutting in and out.
like it's the last battle. Cut it off clean, no lingering like a braid on
What is he saying?
for things to end. Like vision, Jono. And may your closing be as decisive as a strike from Kalendor.
Shit. All right. Good night, everybody.
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoTcast. We will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast code.